Hey, I've been completely permeated with the essence of Yeshua for the past couple of days, and it has been excited, profound, heavy sometimes, but not heavy in a bad way. Heavy in a way that I am just, I don't know, almost incapacitated by just the most unconditional love that I've ever felt, in a sense, and my body's way of receiving it or being in the presence of such cries uncontrollably. And because of that, I'm getting used to it anyway. However, um, I've sat so much in the appreciation of this, and I realize that you don't receive certain messages until you're ready to really embody it without judgment. Do you know what I mean? So I've had so much of these questions in my mind state, like, why really, why was it allowed for there to be so many religions, so many cultures? That is the catalyst of divide right now in this world. It is the reason why there's so much dysfunction. The main thing any guide has ever said to me is human beings are incapable of controlling our emotions. We're incapable of controlling how we feel and how we react to things, and that's the main reason why we find ourselves so many times in conflict and in divide, right? And hating and judging and just building these walls without windows with the name of religion, in the name of culture, in the name of country, in the name of sexuality, in the name of whatever you choose to. And when I go back to my vision that I got from Archangel Michael, the mansion with many rooms, I remember I went in the fourth room and there was this girl in this dark space with a table and a chair, and she was crying. And I, within my own being, did not identify that as a religion. However, the angel showed me every person who has a perspective of what God represents to them, creates for themselves one of these rooms where they contain God, even in their grief. I hold this here. This is what God represents to me. And when the angel asked me if I felt God in that room, I had no choice but to say yes, because I did. I could perceive the angels with this beautiful human being who was so stricken in her grief. She was not able to perceive the angels because she was embodying grief. However, she was not left alone during that period. All she needed to do was to pause and observe this grief that was coming to her and realize, what's my relationship with this grief, long enough so she can feel the healing, the transformation from within. And when Yeshua brings these things back to me, I realize, oh my gosh, we've really been going down a treacherous road. And it's very important for us to take this 12-inch journey, like the guides would say. And I'm so passionately grateful to be sitting with the essence of a being that is the reason why I'm now led to spirituality. I needed religion. So when I speak, I don't speak to debunk it. I needed it. I needed to have this experience of something more than me. I needed to have this understanding of a Yeshua, and everyone else in their culture, they needed to have an understanding of that ascended master that they had. We needed this footprint to lead us to where we are now. So it's not debunking or trying to kick it out the door. It's simply graduating from believing now to knowing beyond a reasonable doubt, because now you can feel the energies of the Yeshua and of these God constructs. Do you understand? So today's date is October 13th, 2025, and the time is 1:01 a.m. I can't sleep because it's a lot. And Yeshua gave me, it's like a two-part message, and the first one he says is the keys to the kingdom. And I'm going to read it the way it was given to me. And then after, I will add my words to it from how I understand it, okay? So let's go. Let me test, make sure audio is good. It is good. Okay. Children of light, you pray to reach the kingdom, yet the kingdom has always been within you. When I said I give you the keys to the kingdom, I was giving you awareness, not a doctrine, not a title, not a knowing. The keys are not made of metal or mystery. They are made of remembrance. Each key opens a gate to your heart that the world has taught you to close. The key of compassion opens the gate of forgiveness. The key of silence opens the gate of hearing God within. The key of love opens all gates, for love was and still is the master key. Prayer was never meant to be begging from afar. It is not words shouted towards the heaven, but a gentle awakening of heaven within. When you pray with awareness, you're not reaching upward, you're opening inward. For every prayer is answered the moment you remember, I and my Father are one. I want you to breathe this true when I say this. I'll say it again and I want you to feel it. I and my Father are one. And breathe. Because I'm still in the essence of this and you can feel the energy move through you. So many have built walls around me, claiming my name but not my nature. They have used the cross as a weapon instead of a bridge. But I tell you, I walk still among every people, every tongue, every song of praise, and I do not see denominations, I see heart. The man chanting under the sun, I am there. The monk in silence, I am there. The mother feeding her child, I am there. The man who says, I do not believe, the atheist, but chooses to love anyway, I am there. But where love abides, there I am. The kingdom of heaven is not a location, it's a vibration. It is not waiting for you after death, it's waiting for you after ego. And the other door to it is the heart that remembers how to feel again. Stop fearing me. Stop fearing God. Fear was never holy. Reverence was. You are not servants of wrath. You are extensions of grace. When you forgive yourself for forgetting, you unlock the first gate of heaven. You ask, what are the keys? Because at this point, I asked Yeshua, I don't understand still. How do I explain what the keys are? So he responded, he said, you ask, what are the keys? Listen well, for they are simple. And the first key is stillness. And I was completely engulfed by this, oh my gosh, this white cloud. And all I could hear was just humming in this moment. It was like, it was just beautiful. And he said, the first one is stillness, to hear the truth beyond thought. The second one is compassion, to see yourself in every being. The third one is faith in love, not faith in man's religion, but in the living current that breathes through all things. And here he means understanding that you are one with the ecosystem, not just with mankind, but also with nature, also with every living thing, also with the star system, the universe. You are one. So having faith in love is having faith in everything God made that's around you, which means that you are in acceptance and cohesive oneness with everything around you. And it calls you and you call it for support. It lends you its energy when you are feeling depleted, where the elements lend you their energies, the sunlight that gives you energy of grace and remembrance and allows your body to heal, and so does the wind and the water, and every single living thing is a part of you. This part was like being in Eden, like a Garden of Eden. And when you live these keys, you begin to walk as creators, not victims, as souls, not shadows. You realize that heaven is not something to enter, but something to embody. And in this moment, it was like there were like millions of people standing, and you could see just a ray of colors and light going through them. And you realize, oh my gosh, it's them. It's us who is sending light in and out of each other. We are not giving to each other. We're exchanging the light of God in kindness. So this bartership that they told me before is also bartership in your energies. It's also giving somebody because they need, but not taking your light out to give to them. It's expanding your light so much that they feel it. And now they have a choice. My gosh, I can feel God from how that person speaks. I can feel love from there. And let me exchange it, and let me just give something of myself that is also of God, of love. And I can give her kindness, and I can exchange to this person a smile, and I can exchange to this person other kindness, and I can exchange to this other person opportunities. And that's how I saw that, which was so amazing. It shows all of us as it's like a chain that is linked together, every single human being, no matter where you are, what you do. Energetically, it shows that we are one unit. So when he said, you realize that heaven is not something to enter, but something to embody, it's showing us that we are the heavens on earth. We are creating that in our choices. So I say again, my beloveds, fear not, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom, not someday, not somewhere, but now, in the breath you take, in the love you give, in the forgiveness you allow. Heaven begins where love becomes your instinct. The keys have already been placed in your hands. Use them. And I absolutely love this from Yeshua, because I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, how many of us do not understand this? He went to speak more about Mary Magdalene. He spoke about how much the feminine energy was chosen to be laid dormant so long ago. And he was expressing how much he did not stand for this, because the feminine energy was needed for the nurturing and the creatorship, he said, of this planet. And it is so dormant in so many regions because it's still held into the barbaric ways of thought and thinking. But to understand that, I will reveal more of how equally yoked the essence of Mary Magdalene represented. However, just know that the hands of man has touched so much of the stories and the imprints of truth. However, it can never be lost. It always lives within. Feel into the energies, feel into the messages, feel when you read a text how it represents you, and understand that the keys to the kingdom are always available to you. You're never separate from God consciousness. You're never separate from being able to expand your light to somebody else. I love this message. I love it for me. I love it because now I'm in a space where I don't need to judge, because I know my imprint of judgment if I send it. So I don't judge anybody for how they teach about God. I give gratitude to them for choosing to. Because if they did not teach about God in some construct, some way, I probably wouldn't have been interested to tap into this space to deepen my spiritual knowings. And each person, you have your own truth to find. Use the power of your own discernment and feel into messages not with fear, but with embodying, what does this represent in my life now? This fear that I'm holding on to. What is it? Why is it? This fear, this sadness, this anger, how does this affect me? What's my experience with these things that I feel now? Because I know if I'm feeling this way, this moment, about anything, anyone, any place, this is the opposite of what God and light represents. So what is my relationship with it? Where did this start? And go back into your beautiful conscious state and see who inputted it there. It probably was from childhood that said something to you, or you witnessed or experienced something that allowed you to hold on to this. I call them rocks or shadows of fear and anger and sadness. And when you feel yourself going there, understand it's your body's super conscious way of protecting you to say, hey, do you feel that energy building into you? That is anger. What are we going to do with it? How will we choose to react to this anger? Why is this person, people, place, thing, news, story, whatever it is, why am I triggered by it so much that I'm feeling this disconnection from my being? Because this is not light. It's not light. This is darkness. Where does it come from? and give yourself the chance to tap into that beautiful space. Where did it come from? And you'll probably find out when you pause before you react. Oh my gosh, this is where it started, from the story I heard of my ancestry. Thank you. I just want to stop for a moment and just thank you. Thank you for choosing to take such sacred time out of your days to just stop by, whether you're curious or really interested, to feel the information that's coming from this channel. I want to thank you so much for giving us the time of day to be a part of the rising of this beautiful movement of light in this world. And because of that, within the next sacred breath, I want to exchange with you the light of awakening consciousness. And I can't stop. I just can't stop saying thank you so much for choosing just to stop by, because time is so precious to everyone. And with that, I want to tell you, it is an absolute beautiful time to be alive on this planet. If you don't feel so, keep watching the videos, because you will see and feel that it really is, because we are changing lives. You are changing lives. We all collectively are part of this quiet revolution. So for all of you who are here and you're taking in these videos, these messages, just like and subscribe. Allow us to grow in a way that would allow other people who simply are wondering, asking themselves the same question you were, to find us. And click that notification bell so you know when something new is going to drop. And share this message with anyone else you think maybe needs a gentle nudge, in a sense of love and compassion, to kind of redirect them to their own beautiful light and love. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Heard of my ancestry, and I'm so bitter and hateful for what happened, because they did not deserve it. And the consciousness of Yeshua says, well, pause for a moment. Do you want to continue to feed the darkness? Because when you tap into one common factor of emotion, and you are focused on that emotion, one or more, all collectively together, you create this beautiful field of resonance. And it's true. I can see it. You can feel it. And when you do, what resource, what force are you feeding? I will say this in every video that I have, because I want you to understand the importance of your conscious choices, of how you react to this world. The kingdom is not to kick anyone down or annihilate a whole culture or kill off a whole set of people to get to the kingdom. The kingdom is not getting rid of the feminine energy and making sure women don't speak and they cannot tap into their creative gifts that God gave to them. And that's not going to give you the keys to the kingdom. I'm sorry. I apologize. Without apology, I will say this. It's not about having a wife in your house or having a husband and you don't allow them to tap into their creative gifts. You don't allow them to speak their truth and their power. And they in return allow you, because they believe, because of some imprint that was placed there. Oh my gosh, I'm hurt. I don't know if I'm safe. I don't know if I deserve love. So I will settle for this love and I will accept not speaking my truth and my power. Everyone has a conscious responsibility to be accountable for what you choose to accept in this world. So it's not for you to point fingers and judge. What did you do? What did you choose? What did you settle for? To be receiving this at this moment and pause and react to it. The illness that you're going through within this moment is a catalyst of change for not just your ancestry, for the world. Because there is another human being who's observing your bravery through this sickness, because you chose on a soul level this, and the human mind is saying absolutely not, that's bollocks. And I know that's how the human mind works. But the essence of these angels has a different perspective. And that beautiful human being, because of observing you who's so close to them, will receive the downloads they need to receive to bring forward the cure, the treatment for everyone else who will ever experience this. Because it breaks with you. You chose to make sure that this suffering ends with you. You make sure that people will understand that through the different way that I chose to be expressed in this world, whether I'm autistic or on the spectrum, or I am what human beings do not term as normal. But if you feel the essence of which I am also an aspect of God. It's different ways to see how God can express itself. And you are the ones who are walking these footsteps. You're the ones who are carrying this light. So you hold the keys to the kingdom, you see. And the choice has to be ours. We cannot keep pointing fingers and splitting and building these walls. It's time to tear them down. And we called in this demolition team, and believe you me, many walls will crumble, but not crumble to hurt you or to annihilate you. They're crumbling for you to see clearer, cleaning your lens to see, oh my gosh, I've held on to this hate so long, I didn't realize how much it caused me not to evolve the way I should have. I've held on to this fear and this sadness for so long. I haven't even loved myself in how many years, and I deserve this. It's tearing these walls down so you can finally see truth, even if it burns a little. But whatever is holy and true to you, that is what brings you closer to your heart to accept. I keep pressing replay on this one scene in my life and keep living in turmoil and in sorrow and in pain. And all I needed to do was simply step off the stage that somebody else created and brought me on as an actor without my permission, allowed me to feel atrociousness, allowed me to feel trauma, allowed me to feel pain, allowed me to witness these things I should not have. But now that I have, and I am still here with breath in my loins, I am an overcomer. There was something outside of me. There was support that I had that I could not see, but I could feel, that somehow gave me the strength to bring me through. So I overcame. So now that I have overcome, do I want to keep sitting on the stage wondering when I will ever be safe, or am I ready to step off the stage that somebody else set up and start to create my own scene and call in my own players, my own actors in my life? I am ready to surrender and to let go of this pain, this trauma, this fear, this hate, this anger, this sadness, because it does not serve me anymore where I am. And I forgive myself for believing that I deserve to hold on to these things, but I don't. And I'm ready to let go. This is my choice as a human being, as a spirit, as an energy who's walking within this physicality, who has direct connection to God. And within this moment, I'm so grateful for everything I have now, even if it's just the breath and the ground to sit on. If it's dirt or if it's grass, it doesn't matter. You are within this ecosystem, are you not? And I'm now ready to rewrite my script, my scene. And these are the players I'm ready to embody. I open the doorway and I call on my guides of the light. I call on God. I call on Yeshua. I call on every aspect of love to allow me to experience only the love and compassion in this world, only peace and joy in this world, and start to recreate your scene so I can have a job that feels like child's play if I feel so. And I can be with people who really feel the compassion that comes from me and are willing and able and affordable to pour into me when I feel depleted. The kingdom is yours. The keys you have within your choices. So that was a message from Yeshua. And my words of compassion and guidance and motivation for you. This too shall pass. Okay? Bye. You asked, we delivered. OMG. Okay, so Soul Shift Academy is now live on School app, SKOOL. I want you to click on the link to join this beautiful sacred community. Matter of fact, it's a movement. Now, I have created this beautiful space for you for so many reasons. It's for coaching, it's for mentorship, it's for online courses, it's for spiritual courses, it's for question and answer classes. It's just a beautiful ecosystem that allows us to have these beautiful conversations, do a lot of decluttering spiritually and physically, and aligning yourself to tap into your creative creative, divine, God-given gifts that most of us forgot about for a long time. So tap the link below. Soul Shift Academy is now live. Join. It is free for now. Why? Because you're founding members. You're the ones who call it in. You deserve to go in without paying a dime. Okay? So tap into this beautiful resource. See you over there. Bye.